Good evening. I would like to talk to you about how our over 3,000 Vincentians and 6,000 volunteers were able to weather the storm during this pandemic crisis that had a dramatic effect on Georgia. Our SVdP members had to learn new ways to visit with our neighbors in providing financial, emotional, and spiritual support. The coronavirus storm came suddenly and swiftly in mid-March. We were quickly facing a shelter-in-place directive. Businesses had to shut down, furloughing their employees. Many neighbors had to isolate themselves in their home, fearful of the COVID-19 spread. While our government instituted pandemic assistance programs, not all were able to receive the necessary support. Food and essential supplies were disrupted. Our 72 conferences were not able to help our clients in our traditional way through home visits and in-person assistance. For a moment, we had to suspend our 38 food pantries and 12 thrift store operations until we could regroup and address. How do we continue the Society's mission of helping those of all backgrounds in times of need on their journey to self-sufficiency? One of the Society's principles is to learn to be relevant in the modern changing world, and we did just that. Many conferences were able to address the dramatic wave of requests. Many had their caseloads more than double. With your compassionate support, we were able to provide over $3.4 million in financial assistance to over 24,000 family members. Knowing that the ability to obtain food was a critical need in our community, many of our 38 food pantries transformed and adapted to service their local neighbors. With the support of our local parishes, we quickly established food drives to supplement supply chain restrictions. Shop-through pantries converted to drive-through. Some even delivered to families shut in due to the COVID-19 restrictions. We quickly mobilized to deliver food assistance to thousands of families. Over the few months, our Chambly food pantry found many ways to deliver food to families and organizations, helping well over 1,000 families with $150,000 of in-kind assistance. Other conferences were able to supplement school lunch programs and school nutrition programs. Many of our conferences collaborated with other organizations to help with food drives and delivery to our neighbors. Our conferences that did not have their own food pantries ran food drives to help their local food bank providers, ensuring the needs of the local community were being met. While we had to take a pause when the pandemic forced us to stop our normal way of assistance, we quickly found ways to adapt to the new normal and deliver to thousands of families across the state. Realizing the storm is not over, we are continuing to find new ways to serve our neighbors in need. And with your continued support, we will prevail in providing financial, spiritual, and emotional support and hope to our most vulnerable.